You have to keep in mind that there were less cameras at that time.
At saka di pa HD.
So yeah, so you can get away with a lot more as far as the grabbing, the pushing, the hitting, the elbowing. When a guard would enter the paint and you're a big, your job is to say, hey, you got to pay the toll. When you come through the paint, you're gonna catch this forearm.
May RFID.
Yeah, yeah.
Wala
so,
pa nun, wala pa nun.
Yeah, wala pa nun. No, I'm not saying it's dirty. I'm just saying on
It's not clean.
yeah, on
It is, actually.
What are the best days? These are the best days. Halina't makinig sa mga kwento, sa mga kwento ng ating mga idolo. Tara na, kwentuhan na tayo dito. Cause you know we gon' talk about basketball. So would y'all listen up and hear the message, y'all? And if you step back, take the shot and falls, best believe that glory days will recall the past and the present, and their presence is clear. We live some memories, glory days is here. Glory days. Glory days. We live some memories, glory days is here. What are the best days? Glory days. These are the best days. Glory days.
This dumps it over to Wilson at the post. Wilson with an easy two.
This is from three-point land. Rico Villanueva fakes and he scores.
We're gonna talk about yung mga big bullies of the UAAP during your era. Yung mga the fives and the fours, the centers and the power forward. Talagang, man, yung masakit sa katawan talaga if sila yung
Adams
naghaharap.
One, ang naalala ko siya na Steve Roland. Yan, mga
Baby
Roland
Shaq.
tsaka si Baby Shaq.
Baby
Tsaka sino yung isa? Si Hate.
Jojo.
Jojo Hate.
Johate.
Hindi naman kayo masyadong Actually, ako pa yata nasasaktan dun kay Roland eh. Ang laki.
Adams. Okay, and then UST.
UST, si Alwin. Yan, medyo kontrapelo ko si Alwin eh. Ito yung nakakaharap ko, parang sama laro ko.
Bakit?
Magaling, actually, magaling siya. Magaling siya maglaro that time. So, ayun lang. So, medyo, yun lang. Hindi ako comfortable kalaban siya that time.
Si Alwin, kasi hindi lang basta gumagamit ng strength. He's got good footwork. Tapos may medium range jumper
Hindi
din.
ako nabubuli sa fake nun eh.
He's
Kaya
got
parang
good...
gusto kong kalimutan yun.
Oo.
Yung time na yun. Actually, yun lang. Doon lang ako medyo. Yan sabi sa akin ni Coach Franz, tuwing kalaban mo yan, parang lagi kang kinakain yan. Ano? Sige, alam ko. Sige, pero...
Sige, alam ko. Sige, alam ko.
FU si Rizal.
Rizal Castro. Ano yung Rizal Fines? What's Rizal Castro Fines?
Yeah, I wouldn't say finesse, pero definitely he was one of the taller players in the league. He was really, really good at using his length. 6'7" yun, di ba? Pero matulis din yung siko ni Rizal. So if you entered his area, di ba, he was really good at using that. So
Pero basta ang problema mo nun, mga sila Gerard Jones, yan ang problema.
yeah, sina Gerard, sina Mark Isip, those guys really, really gave me problems during my time. But I mean, I think more or less, as far as strength-wise, they're pretty much the same.
Ako, Adonis.
Tama.
Adonis Santa Maria.
Adonis. Dapat
Every
nandito si
time.
Adonis, actually.
Not
Isa
only
yun.
you, even us.
Kaya nga, di ba?
Kahit kami mga teammates, titira ni Adonis.
Even us.
So,
Bakit si
pare-pareho
Adonis?
tayo.
Kasi hindi siya, kumbaga hindi siya tirador, pero talagang physical siya maglaro. All out. Talagang makikipagpalitan ng mukha. So, ayoko nun,
Gusto
di
mo ba
ba?
nun?
Ayoko nun. Di ba?
Talo.
Adonis yung pangalan.
Parang
I'm leaving that one alone.
Okay.
I'm leaving that alone.
So, yun yung sa akin. So, every time si Adonis, pagda-drive ka, parang sakit sa katawan nito. So, I mean, siya yung medyo nagsa-stand out for me.
Sino pa ibang bigs nung time na yung Coach Sandy, na, from a coach's perspective, na yun nga na parang, ito kailangan pagandaan to, ito kailangan i-box out to.
Yui at that time, si Philip Butel, tama?
Sila JR Estrada,
Yes,
Alminario.
Alfie Alminario. Though medyo ibang skill set yung dala nila. Si Butel, maybe like a Rizal Castro si Butel na uses his length for shot
Di
blocking. Di ba? Hindi ba?
Para sinasabi, pinagbag
Oo
ko
nga,
lang yung mga yan.
kaya nga.
Pinagpapawisan niya.
I
guys.
wouldn't really put him
Guys,
in
if
the
you're
same
watching,
class as
sorry.
Rizal.
Okay.
Yes,
Bigyan mo
he
naman
was
daw yung
tall.
medyo-
Matangkad siya.
Yung medyo challenge naman daw sabi ni Carlo.
Okay.
Binabanggit mo daw.
Wala kasi masyado na to challenge dito.
Si Carlo.
Hindi,
oo nga,
hindi,
oo nga.
actually. Yun lang naman ang ano. Kasi sobrang daming mga scorers sa team namin. So, you have to find your role sa team. So, I think that's the way na makakatulong ako para, to soften the players, mga kalaban, para pag nila, masahihin sila
Palambutin mo
para
na
pag
eh.
medyo ilag na. Yun lang.
Pero
So, it's more than a contribution.
kasi katapat si Carlo, 6'9", di ba? Kunyari, yung sa NU Bigs, undersized lahat yun.
Take it.
Yes,
Diba?
correct,
Sila Ariel
correct,
De
correct.
Castro, di ba? Sila Grijaldo.
Correct.
Gilbert
And si Carlo kasi brings, he's got good post moves. Hindi talaga siya mabilis, but he's got good footwork. He's got a good touch. Kaya yung mga face basket niya na one-hander, may perimeter shot. Pero with si Carlo, ang nadadagdag niya psychological eh. Kasi he's got a reputation eh.
my plan.
Di ba?
Psychological.
Yun.
Ganun
So,
talaga.
totoo lang.
Kumbaga, psychological problem ka talaga.
Yun ang sasabihin ko eh. There's a problem with him psychologically.
Pero so totoo lang, he didn't need to have that aspect of his game to be effective on the court. Kumbaga, it was like the cherry on top. No, real talk. Like, skill-wise, he has the post moves. He has the jump hook. He has the touch. He's tall. He's strong. But then you add that X factor that, oh, shoot, this guy might elbow me in the face.
Correct. To, rebound lang. So, yun lang, be physical. That's the way na makakatulong ako. That time, nung finals naman kasi, I'm not really a starter, right? So, si Manny talaga yung starter namin. So,
Correct.
that time,
Manny and
correct.
Donis.
So, yung finals lang naman, nagkasakit yata sila eh. Dengue, di ba? With Mac. Nagkasakit sila eh. So, si Mac nakalabas, nakalaro ng Game 3, and si Manny, parang siguro mas hindi pa niya kaya lumabas. So, yung minutes niya napunta sa akin. So, yun yung opportunity ko ng Game 3 na, yun nga, saan ako, siguro,
Ilang points?
20 lang.
Hindi 29?
I think there was, I think there was more than 20. I think it was more than 20.
Oh, walang rebounds yun.
Hindi ko maalala, pero alam ko.
Anong naalala mo kay Carlo? Anong naalala mo kay Carlo as as a Lasal big guy?
Nakakainis. Nakakainis siya.
Ano ba to? As a player, as a person?
Pareho.
As a player. Pero he's the type of player or a person na pag hindi mo siya kakampi, nakakairita siya.
Bakit siya nakakairita?
Kasi ang dami niyang antics eh. Kumbaga, as Coach Sandy said, magaling siya eh. Since San Sebastian, nakakalaban ka na namin eh.
Actually, comfortable talaga ang kalaban yung Ateneo. Kasi nung nasa Basti pa ako before Lasal, lagi kami nag-tune up. Tuloy nga lang pag-usapan natin kanina. So, parang nakakausap
Sanay
ko
na
na sila,
sanay.
Sila Bug, sila Rico, nakakausap ko sila.
29 points kaya madali. No? Para
Kaya
sa'yo.
ganun
29
Sa tune up nga, hindi makano sa akin to. Kasi ito pa, parang gano'n.
Bounces back here in the second round. Here's Gerard Jones, and he gets it to roll through the net. See the single lead-in jumper, bounces out, but Jones with a rebound hit, followed not there.
Hindi ka mabubuhay in that UAAP era na may Sharma, Adonis, Gerard Jones, etc. If you're not mentally tough. So, Carlo, I'll start with you. Ikaw, hindi ka basta-basta, parang nai-intimidate. So, saan galing yung mental toughness mo?
Siguro, growing in a tough neighborhood. Yung nilakihan kong area is not, hindi talaga magandang area. Puro kalokohan, katarantaduhan. So, doon, puro gulo, puro away. Siguro nadala ko dun sa court. So, walang guidance and everything. So, pagdating ko ron, wala akong, medyo ako magulo. Kaya kahit laban lang na laban. Every game, 100%. Every game, kahit anong mangyari, bigay lang.
Siguro medyo same kami ni Carlo. Laking Sampaloc ako eh, laking Kalye ako eh. So, growing up, playing yung mga kalaro ko, tapos yung iba mas matatanda sa akin. So, tapos syempre mapapaaway ka. So, doon ako nasanay, lumaban lang. And then, of course, yung, yung, yung kagustuhan mo lang manalo. I mean, just wanting to win. So, you would want to do anything and everything just to win.
Mhm.
So, whatever that is, if you wanna, I mean, if you need to, get them out of their comfort zone, or you have to talk trash to them, whatever, you have to hold them. So, yun yung sa akin, it's just wanting to win. So, plus the fact na I grew up in the streets. I think yung nag-compound yun. So, yun ang feeling ko that drove me to be like that. I mean, minsan maganda, minsan napapasama. So, I mean, it's just a matter of balancing. Pero syempre, at that age, wala ka ring maturity. So, stuff like that.
I had to develop that when I came out here. Like, if you play basketball in the States at that time, you don't encounter that type of physical play.
That's interesting. So, is it fair to say you never experienced that kind of physicality in the US?
Oh, that's 100% correct. I never ever experienced that type of play because, again, the game in the US is more finesse than it is here, and it's more aerial based in the States. Where here in the Philippines, especially during that time in the UAP, it was more ground based. So a lot of the stuff is, I'm gonna box you out and make sure that you can't jump so that I get the rebound. And how do I do that? I do that by grabbing you, or
Where do you grab people?
wherever I can get a hold of. In practice pa lang, I'm learning that, hey, this is the way Philippine basketball is. Now, once the season starts and I'm playing against like UAP veterans like Mel Latareno, this is the first guy to elbow me in the face, right? So he elbows me in the face, and it's just a switch just flips in my head, and I'm ready to just take this guy's head off, right? And that's not basketball anymore. So I lose because I lose my mind on the court because this guy just elbows me in the face. So these experiences that I'm accumulating little by little in practice, playing against these veterans, playing against guys like Carlo and Adonis in practice, and then playing against these guys in the game, and then also, learning that, hey, if you want to win, you got to be stronger mentally. You got to be able to take the hit, not go crazy, and then give it back maybe 3 plays or 4 plays down the line, so the ref is not watching, so that you can get revenge.
Game
Diba?
plan. Talagang
Talagang
unang-una
game
talaga
plan. This guy, ibang form of bullying niya kasi sa press ng Lasal, most of the time inbounder yung 4. Ito nasa harap ng press. Okay? Ang pagbubully nito, this guy doesn't talk trash or what. But once he gets those steals, okay, tas ngingiti na yan sa inbounder, di ba? Parang, I got you. Ano yun bullying din yun kasi psychological when they get those steals and this guy traps. Kasi pag nag-trap to, di ba? And it's very hard to beat Willie kasi he's fast, he's strong, and he's tall. Di ba? So there's another facet to their bullying style. Their press is also a form of bullying. And then talagang it causes it causes fear in the opponents. We won 2002, okay? We won 2002 mainly because we had to overcome all the psychological bullying.
Oh.
Be it physical, be it their press. Lahat 'yon. And we had to overcome that by meeting force with force. So in a way, naging bully din kami. I mean, you can't overcome, di ba? Hindi pwedeng aatras ka sa kanila eh. You had to meet force with force. So, yeah, and these guys, Wesley, developed his own style of bullying. Di ba? Oh, lalo na yung trash talking ni Wesley. Nako, di ba? Oh, alam natin yung mga, it may not just be physical, but, kasi si Wes can take a beating, tapos kahit di kanya titirahin, pagtatawanan ka niya eh. I mean, di ba, he's crazy that way, di ba? Di ba? Kaya
Crazy,
wild.
period.
Yeah. Di ba? So, yun, we had Enrico. Enrico had to become a bully, well, from day one.
From day one.
From day one.
Yeah.
Si Enrico from day one, hindi takot sa veterano. Day one, he was the starter already for our team. He didn't back down from anyone. He got his licks too. He had to learn as a rookie. Siyempre, pag veterano ka, uy, rookie to, di ba? Ano natin, welcome to the UAAP, di ba? He took that and he gave it, di ba? I mean, and the thing with Enrico was, he was the focal point of our offense. He encountered double teams, he encountered schemes. They would prefer for Enrico to post on the other side sa left hand niya, right? That's how kasi pag kanan ni Enrico yan, patay ka na eh.
Strong.
Di ba? So he had to learn and he had to overcome all of these things while at the same time had to get rebounds, play 30 minutes per game, and at the same time be the bully inside the paint for us. Di ba? Yun yung other side naman ni Enrico na mahirap kasi nga siya yung go-to na namin, siya pa yung go-to, siya yung bully pa namin. Di ba?
How was Enrico a bully nung UAP?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
No, I mean, he's the type of player na you cannot show weakness. Kasi pag kunyari, tinira ka niya at hindi ka gumante,
you do it again.
Tutuloy-tuloy yan. Tutuloy-tuloy yan. Hindi ka niya titigilan. So he's the type of person. Kumbaga, he will, mas nakakita lang siya ng konting weakness sa'yo. Saka ang ugali ni Rico, ayaw niya nagpapalamang. Pag tinira mo siya, babalikan ka niya. Mahuli siya o hindi, basta babalikan ka niya.
I've gotten elbowed by Enrico, but I've given it back. I've gotten, all of that. I don't think there's a big man in the UAP that hasn't happened with because of how physical that I play. But at the same time, like just going back to what Wesley said, I've seen firsthand the way Enrico would bully bigs, and the bigs on our team, kasi like Carlo, same size, but Manny, even how strong Adonis is, Enrico's a lot stronger than Adonis and he's bigger than Adonis. So if psychologically Enrico knows, from what I felt there back then in the UAP, if he knows that I can take you and like that, he's gonna do it again and again and again. Ayun, dumating si Sharma. Match na.
No, I mean, if I may, no? Kasi ito si Rico, my mindset going to the game, siguro nga, me thinking na baka nailang sa akin to, medyo takot sa akin. Pero hindi naman pala. So maybe, yun lang yung mindset na yun nang nagdadala na siguro. Kaya going into that game, talagang mataas yung confidence level
May
ko.
extra
Dahil
kumpiyansa ka eh, no? May narinig akong kwento. Everyone thinks that when we talk about bigs, diba? Hindi natin pinag-uusapan si Rich Alvarez pagdating dun sa mga tough, mentally tough, na makikipag-away. And apparently, ewan ko kung totoo to pero totoo ba na nag-away Rich Alvarez na para bang di mo sasabing di ba, nanakit. Rich versus Enrico Villanueva, totoo nag-away ba, Wes?
Nag-away sila ng konti. Nag-away sila ng konti. Medyo Siyempre, in a practice, it's normal for, teammates to fight. Siyempre, parang isa ayaw magpatalo. Yung isa, siyempre, alam mo yun, nagkasikohan ng konti. Nagkasikohan sila. Well, siyempre, I think nasa...
Kind of like this, like...
I think that was in Celebrity Sports Plaza. Siyempre, the practice was intense, nagkasikuhan, and at that moment, siyempre minsan it's either pigilan kayo ng coach na mag-away, or sige, mag-away kayo dyan. At the time, sige, away kayo. So nung pinayaan sila mag-away, nagsuntukan silang dalawa, ang hirap pigilin.
Bakit?
Kasi siyempre ako, Enrico Villanueva, ang laki. Rich Alvarez, ang laki rin. Kung gigitna ka, ayaw mo masapak, di ba? E di parang tsitsempo ka, hindi mo alam kung kailan ka papasok o hindi. And it took a while. Parang as Coach Sandy said, parang it was a good 40 to 60 seconds na talagang nagsusuntukan lang sila. And hindi lang isang tao kailangan umawat nung time na yun. Talagang buong team.
I think yung sinabi ni Wes, sometimes conflict in the team, I guess, it's either you break apart or you come even closer. And I think maybe Enrico and Rich knew that, this guy is willing to, if he's willing to fight me, that means he's willing to fight with me. Diba? So I think that helped their bond and their relationship. Lalo na sila yung tandem na 5 and 4, diba? And they complemented each other sa style of play nila a lot. And you say that Rich is the chill one, but Rich is competitive.
Super.
Kahit na ganun yung demeanor ni Rich, diba?
Super.
And it's a perfect segue kasi nga, si Rich, as the history books will show, was a back-to-back MVP. But all 5 of us know, yung MVP award na yon was for someone else. Who was that person, Willie?
I'd like to say it was for Enrico.
Yeah.
Enrico. I mean, had he not gotten
Suspended. One game suspension.
as early as 99, Enrico was already in the running
Contender,
for MVP awards. I think one of Aliado's MVP awards was contested. Like, it could have gone either way. So, no, I mean, there's no doubt. I don't think anybody would ever say that, Enrico was not the main guy on those Ateneo teams.
Was Enrico, sabi mo nga, if yung dalawang MVP ni Rich was supposed to be Enrico's, then he would have been a 3-time MVP, correct, Sans?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, 3-time MVP. Therefore, the question is, was he the best? In this bully ball era of the UAP na ang daming matibay na bigs. Except for that one game, Carlo. Except for that one game. Ibigay ko sa'yo yun. 29 points. Okay. Except for that one game. Was Enrico the best big man of that time?
He was the best big man.
Parang
I agree.
Parang against.
Kaya hindi ko masabi. Pero honestly,
Parang against
honestly, he was
Hanggang
the best
competitive
at that
pa
time.
rin.
Siya
He
talaga.
was.
Martin here. Oh! That was hard, Martin.
Oh, Villanueva just hammers Mike Cortez. That was a hard foul. Quickly to Gonzalez. Gonzalez going baseline. Too strong. Gonzalez one more try and he gets the putback. Wesley now.
Yung okay, so patayan kayo on the court, no? But off the court, how was it like? Pre-Instagram, pre-Facebook? Pag nakikita kayo sa labas, anong meron?
Obviously, we're not friends. Pagdating sa labas, talagang pag nakikita kami, talagang sama pa rin ang tingin, walang batian, walang rivalry.
Walang ganun.
Wala. Rivalry is on and off the court that time, di ba? Unlike today, parang more like friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Friends,
for sure.
nag-ano pa, TikTok pa together. Dati, hindi pwedeng gawin yun.
Wala.
Parang talagang on and off the court.
Lalo na Ateneo Lasal.
Yun nga, Ateneo Lasal.
Lalo na Ateneo
Yun
Lasal.
talaga.
Siguro ibang players, you'd say hi.
Oh,
But
ibang player.
not
Ateneo Lasal
even.
lang yun.
you're not even? Or you're really a bad guy, ah?
No, it's not that. It's just like I don't know you. Why am I gonna
Lalo
say
na
hi
siguro
to you?
to si ikaw wala ka siguro pinapansin talaga noon.
O hindi, kasi pag kalaban eh. Parang, you bring that rivalry outside. You don't have to fight him outside. Pero I think yung...
Ang init ng dugo, andun pa rin.
Oo, yung magkakalaban ko to eh.
Tama.
Di ko to pwedeng bigyan ng edge. Kasi kung maging chummy-chummies kami, kunyari ni Willie, pagdating namin sa court, baka madala namin yung
Kilig
I'm
Yes,
gonna talk to Wesley like, hey, how's your day? How's your family? And he's not gonna be ready to hit me with that elbow. And
So usually, pag Ateneo Lasal, even before the game starts, ano na yan, nagta-trash talk na yan. Pag yung mga, kunyari, finals, ako yung experience ko, finals, yung di ba tatawagin kayo isa-isa? Tapos mag-handshake kayo doon pa lang,
Share mo naman.
nagmumurahan na kayo, doon pa lang sa ano.
they didn't come for me. They didn't come for me.
So, parang mumurahin ako ni ganito.
Sabihin mo na sino. Ito naman, tagal na nun eh.
Madalas nagmumura sa akin si Chris Cabato. Tapos parang ako, patay ka sa akin mamaya sa laro. Tapos parang ako, hindi naman naglalaro eh. Hindi naglalaro eh.
Shots fired!
No, parang ganun yung asaran. So parang, maski hindi mo nagsistart, mumurahin ka na si Mac, makashoot si Mike. Pero hindi naman siya yung nakashoot. Pero sisigaw na ako ni Mac noon.
I can see that
diba?
happening. I can definitely see that happening.
Ganun, puta, patay ka sa akin. Ganun, patay ka sa akin. Or parang, kita mo yun? Nakita mo yun? Kita mo yung layup niya? Ganun yung...
In your face! Mga ganun.
Ganun yung asaran nun.
How much respect do you have dun sa mga nakalaban mo noon na, I guess yun, nagpatibay din sa'yo yun, Carlo, no, as a basketball player?
I mean, especially yung mga Ateneo players na naging teammates kami. Kung papunta ko ng Red Bull, Ateneo, talagang Rico, Rich, Larry, sino pa ba yun?
Bugs.
Si Bugs. Puro Ateneo, ako lang yata yung Lasal doon. So, we became friends after that. Actually, pupunta pa ako sila bahay ni Rich, naglalaro kami ng cards. So, we became close. Actually, kalimutan na yung dati. We're good friends now.
How much respect do you have now dun sa mga talaga intense na naging kalaban mo before?
Malaki kasi it made me tougher. It made me go to the pros. Kumbaga, doon ko nahugot kung ano yung meron ako na akala kong hindi ko alam na meron pala ako. So those guys pushed me to become who I am as a player. So malaking respeto ko sa kanila and lahat naman kami at that time gusto lang manalo eh. So we had to do our part to win, and whatever they did, whatever I did, it's because we just wanted to win.
No, I have so much gratitude. I'm so grateful for just the rivalry, and we were part of that. And like what Wesley said, that helped propel him to the pros. I think for me, it pretty much did the same thing, because till this day, I'm still reaping the rewards, the benefits of just being a part of that rivalry. There, every once in a while, somebody will come up and like, oh, Willie Wilson, LaSalle, LaSalle Ateneo, kill those guys. And I'm like, yeah, that was a long time ago. We're friends now. So just being a part of that rivalry has helped me in so many ways, professionally, personally, and till this day, I'm still benefiting
Ang
from
sarap
that.
yung stories like this na, oy, di ba, you reminisce and you recall, because these are battles na talagang, you didn't back down eh, di ba? You went head to head against each other. And then, of course, someone has to win, someone has to lose. But at the end of the day, I never backed down from this guy, di ba? I stood toe-to-toe na tinira niya ako, tinira ko din siya, di ba? I mean, give and take. And I think these three guys are a very good example of that era.
Carlo Sharma, Wesley Gonzalez, Willie Wilson, and Coach Sandy Respocachaga. Guys, maraming salamat for the stories. And Willie, one of these days, pabasa mo naman sa amin yung journal mo. Maraming salamat, guys.